Today I'm going to show you the Franklin Arsenal DS750 digital scale. I got this digital scale to back up to actually really replace my Lee powder scale for to get another reading, or I can compare the two. This scale comes because protective cover goes over the top of it. It comes with a case, it comes with a powder pan, and it comes with a calibration weight. Now, in the center is the on-off button. You would turn it on. It has a blue backlight that you can turn on and off with the light button. Now, as we turn it on right now, it's reading 0.015 grams, which shouldn't be reading that. And then there, it's zeroed out. And then here is the weight, which should be 50 grams. Now when you turn it on, you really just need to calibrate it every time you turn it on. It doesn't take very long. What you would do is you would press and hold the units button. It'll come up with calibration. Now once you have it where there's no weight on it whatsoever, you hit the units button again, and that does the 0, and now it's asking you to put on 50 grams. So then you put on the weight, and you wait, and then it will say pass, and now it is calibrated. So now it says 0, now it says a perfect 50 grams. Units, you can cycle through hitting the units button to go to ounces and grains. So one other feature is it has a pieces button, which I never really use. But the way that works is you would hit that and you can do a count. And the way it's designed is you would put an increment of 25 pieces on here, which I've already have it semi-calibrated. It says 26. So what we would do is we would hold down the pieces button for 2 seconds. Now it says 25. Now you can hit the units button and it will say 25, 50, 75, 100. And then you select how many pieces you want to put on. So we're going to pretend that this is 25 pieces. And then once you've put that on there, the pieces button is flashing. This little, in the corner it says PSC for pieces is flashing. We're going to press the pieces button, and that sets that weight to 25 pieces. And then as you add more on, it says 50, it says 75, and it says 99 on that one. So we know that this is just basically how that works. If we want to use this for measuring gunpowder, which is what I normally use it for, I would cycle my units over to grains, and then I would take whatever powder pan that you want to use. This is the powder pan that came with it. I'll put the powder pan on there, and it would measure it. And then there's a button that says TARE, and then you press that, and that zeroes out your pan. And then I would go over to my powder measure. So I put my charge on here, and that charge measures at 4.4. I would lift it off, and I would place it on again just to double check it. And that one came up with 4.5. Sometimes if it's on the edge, it does seem to vary a little bit between the two. And there's 4.5. So I would just kind of do that a couple times just to see what my average is. And there's 4.5. So it seems like this is a 4.5 charge. It's real close. The repeatability seems to be pretty decent. When you get down to the 10th of a grain, it's usually within 0.1. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. What I'm not happy with is if you're trickling a charge into the pan, it's real slow on coming up. So you about have to trickle. You might have to wait 3 seconds, wait for it to measure it, and then trickle. And then after I normally trickle a charge in, since it's kind of a little slower that way, I'll lift it up, I'll put it back on, and measure it again. Other than that, my only other complaint is the powder pan. A lot of powder seemed to stick to the pan. Originally, I don't think it sticks as bad as it did at first, and I just don't think it's the easiest thing to pour the powder out of, but not really a big deal. So that there is the Franklin Arsenal DS 750 digital scale. This scale was one of the higher rated scales on Midway USA, and it's one of the cheaper scales on Midway USA. I think you can pick this up for less than 30 bucks. So if you want a little backup scale or a little digital scale, this one's not a bad one to get. Thanks for watching.